Yeah. Thanks for being here and being present to this practice I would like to share with you. And most important is to take time to choose your posture and um, the position you want to adopt. And if it's the sitting position, we can always adjust it. And maybe we rushed into this practice and we have tension somewhere in the shoulders or in the neck, and we might need some small movements to be comfortable. Um, so please feel free to welcome the practice and enter the practice with enough freedom. And we can choose to open, let the eyes open or close the eyes, depending on our habit, our practice, what is needed for. We can actually welcome the environment we're in, everything except the screen maybe, and just welcome the place we're sitting in or lying in, the lights, the sounds, just getting a sense of where we're practicing right now. And if we feel like it's better to close the eyes or keep the eyes open and change that, it's okay. And maybe sensing the contact with the ground, with the chair, with the air on the skin, and all these kind of physical sensations that are popping up, including the breathing. You can sense or include the attention to the breathing right now, and maybe wanting to breathe in a certain way or with more in breath and more out breath going on. And same like the eyes, we can breathe with open or closed mouth. We can experiment what is needed for right now. And just sensing the movement of the breathing. And maybe facilitating this movement with some words. Breathing in, I'm aware of bringing it in, and I can feel the in breath somewhere in the belly, in the lungs, in the nostrils. And breathing out, I can feel some letting go and some soothing in the body for each out breath. Just resting in the breathing, and following the breath or being with the breath as it is right now. And sometimes we will wander, our mind, our attention will naturally wander to something else, to some thoughts and sounds, lights maybe, if we practice with open eyes, or tensions. And it's okay, we can just acknowledge this and actually even realize this is a moment of mindfulness, and then gently go back to the body, the physical sensations, and the breath, breathing in and breathing out. And with this intention of finding some peace, some stillness in this breath movement, so we can practice this breathing for a couple of cycles, couple of minutes together. And there might be worries, difficult feelings or emotions in this situation in Ukraine that might be close by or very far away, or other things, maybe something that bugs us, or physical or mental difficulty we're facing right now. Becoming aware of this, of what is present in our body as main focus, and being aware of all the other objects of attention, of awareness, in a gentle way. And maybe the breathing is not safe enough for today, and we can use a touch, hand in contact with the knee, or a visual object or an image that might be an anchor, or maybe the sense of contact with the ground, with the cushion, with the chair, sensations of our back. And from this space of calmness or relative stillness and stability, we might be aware of and recognize what is going on. And it can be some difficult situation we're facing right now, what pops up. It can be situation from the past, or all this suffering going on in Ukraine and in us experiencing this. And perhaps choosing something that's not overwhelming us, just that we can visit, or we can approach in a gentle way. It can be related to a relationship or a person that is suffering, or illness, something that is present, that we recognize as difficult, and maybe not the most difficult thing right now. Something that we could face with kindness. It can be a physical pain related to the posture, some chronic pain. And of course it can be all these images we are facing right now of people suffering or having fear for their situation, for their family, for their friends. So the invitation is to recognize what pops up as a situation, and putting some details, and just recognizing as a first step what is going on, and maybe also relating to us, sensing that this is us feeling that in the first place. And we can whisper to ourselves what we are recognizing, what we're seeing. We can whisper what we notice, or the situation that we're facing right now, with some courage. And being present with this kind breath, breathing in, breathing out, being aware of this in-breath and out-breath, going back to this soothing breath, where everything is all right in a sense, back and forth to this recognition, this situation, or this internal or external situation we're facing. And recognizing the emotions, thoughts, feelings, behaviors that might be linked to this, and this package, with no rush. Just, it might be sadness, it might be anger, or other feelings associated to this. Feeling ashamed or feeling helpless. If it's this external situation. And allowing this to be present in the body, going back to the body and to how the body senses this. And maybe it's in the throat, in the belly, in the shoulders, or maybe it's just generally in all the body. And maybe we will have different situations or different things we will recognize, and it might be difficult to choose or nothing emerges clearly, and it's okay, we can just practice this breathing space or going back to something that feels stable and possible right now as an anchor. And then maybe going back to this situation or this cause of suffering, allowing the emotions, the feelings to flow as a cloud. And maybe, just maybe, investigating a bit with kindness, with curiosity. How do I feel about this? Is it really this situation that makes me suffer? Maybe there is something behind this feeling or something that we can listen for. Maybe a need that is not being satisfied, or a need for justice, or a need for respect, a need for connection. And we can investigate with kindness and putting words or mental words in this process. When I'm in contact with this situation in Ukraine, I can feel the suffering in my body, and I can sense it in my body. It's not disconnected from my sensations, maybe. allowing the emotions to flow in the sky, in our internal sky, and being curious and open-minded. And then maybe recognizing this is something else going on behind the scenes. Some need, something behind the anger, the sadness, and finding a way to be with that, to embrace that with some kind of mental or physical gesture. It can be a gentle touch, it can be some gentle words. It can be some kind of wish related to this situation or to this need that we practice with. And we can always use the breath as a companion, or using our own words or our own process with or without the breathing. But if we use the breathing, we can maybe wish for joy or peace or stability. May I experience some joy, some peace, some stability. And we can use the in-breath for the may, and the wish can be in the out-breath, or the opposite, depending on our practice. We can breathe in the wish and breathing out relaxed body and mind. Some peaceful attitude to this situation and to ourself. And there might not be a difficult situation or suffering right now. We might find peace and stability in our body, in our mind, and it's okay. We can cultivate that and be grateful to be able to breathe and to be able to be safe, to have a shelter, to be able to experience joy in this situation at the same time. There might be some wish that comes out as words or image that we can use to ourself and to the situation or to the object of this practice that we've been using to the world, to people suffering right now, not just in Ukraine, but in our community or our family or ourself. Maybe wishing joy and peace inside out to ourself and to the world, wishing connection and wishing more nourishing relationships and connections, more understanding. And maybe this is a moment of joy for us, and I would like to share a song with you that we sing in Plum Village. I don't know if this song has been written by Zen Master Thich Nhat Hanh, but it's a song that we sing despite the difficulties and suffering we may have. And it's called Happiness is Here and Now. And happiness is here and now. I have dropped my worries. Somewhere to go, something to do. But I don't need to hurry. Le bonheur, c'est maintenant. J'ai quitté tous mes soucis. Nulle part où aller, rien à faire. À présent, j'ai tout mon temps. So thanks for being here and just inviting you to get out of this practice at your own rhythm. Thank you.